Hey, what's up guys? It's AceStarThe3rd and thank you so much for watching, and today I'm gonna bring you guys this wonderful Ubers battle that I had against one of my friends. I forgot. Oh wow. Anyway, so in case you haven't gotten the memo, which a lot of you haven't, because my videos aren't really all that attention getting, but yes, I'm a partner now. Look up there, you can see this little button thing. You can click it, it'll take you to my channel, and if you go to my channel you'll see it's like, ooh, look at this, it's all partnering and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, oh my god, I've been working towards this for like 5 years, like 5.5 years, and now I finally got it, and right now I'm just so grateful, and I want to thank everybody, and I want to break down and cry on video, but then people are gonna laugh at me, and I can't do that, so I'm just going to express my love in this battle. So I'm gonna condense things down a little bit because I had one of my friends tell me that I needed to do that in order for my videos to be better. So we're gonna start off with that question today. That question is, how can I improve? I need to improve. I need to improve a lot. I mean, there's something that's wrong with my videos. I know there is. Like, I mean, if my videos were perfect, then I'd be the most popular person on YouTube, but I'm not. So I need to know what it is that you guys feel that I should do in order for me to improve my videos. The Pokemon of interest is going to be Regice, and we'll get into other things later on because we need to condense down information so you guys can get to the battle, which is going to start right now. You know, when I think about it, I have some friends who did this with me, this narrating thing, and a lot of them have given up already, and fortunately enough, it didn't happen for me, and I'm really grateful for that. So anyway, he leads off with his Kyogre, and I use my Deltrees, both of them Kyogres. Immediately, I go for a Thunder. Right now, I did that just because I figured that, you know, he might switch out, but he might not, predicting me to switch out and everything. And, you know, I could have taken the Thunder because I had some special defensive investment. It kind of sucks for him because he gets the paralyzation and he went for a Calm Mind, so now he's kind of like crippled and can't do much of anything because, you know, he's about to die. So he switches out into a Jelly Rolls his Blisseey, which is a brilliant name. Blisseey in Ubers, it's very impossible, honestly. Many things in Ubers in 3rd generation, almost everything is special. There's like no physical, except Rayquaza and Groudon Ubers in Pokemon Emerald in 3rd generation, so Blisseey is really hard to stop. So I go for a substitute, just predicting here for him to go for something like Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave is also a move in Ubers that is very influential and can cause people to lose the game and etc. because it lowers the speed, which is extremely important in Ubers. Speed is like one of the most important things in Ubers because many things are frail and will die quickly, so they need to cause as much damage as possible before they actually die. So anyway, I predict him to go for another Thunder Wave and predict him to switch out, etc. I go for the substitute and he blocks. I mean, I block it, unfortunately for him, and I just go for Hydro Pump the next turn, just seeing how much it'll do. You know, damage is damage, and it does a lot. It takes him to about half, and it kind of is awesome because, I mean, he's probably max special offensive Blisseey because most are in Ubers, and it did that much damage, so it is substantial for me to be doing that much damage to a Blisseey. So at this point, I do believe I switch out into another Pokemon because I knew that he was not going to go for something like Thunder Wave again. I mean, why would he? I mean, I could just go for a substitute again, and it just wouldn't be logical. So anyway, I go into Catso, my Rayquaza, and I predict him to switch out because I knew that he was going to take, you know, him taking physical damage wasn't something that he'd like to do. Unfortunately, he goes into his Latios, which is a pretty nice name, and I go for an extreme speed. Does a lot of damage, doesn't kill, however, because, you know, it's Latios. Does a lot of damage, and I was thinking that why would I have leftovers? I mean, that's so stupid for me to have on Rayquaza because it's a sweeping Pokemon and it really can't take a lot of hits. But then, you know, I was like, how's about we put Bulk Up on it? And so yeah, I put Bulk Up on it. It's pretty amazing to have on Rayquaza if you can set it up correctly, because if you do get enough boost with extreme speed and everything, you'll be able to take out a lot of Pokemon. So anyway, I go into my Blisseey and I took everything that he took. You know, he took everything that he threw at me because, you know, Blisseey has a lot of special defense. It's pretty awesome for me because I get to freeze him. Unfortunately, he doesn't know that my Blisseey has Serene Grace and not Natural Cure. I don't have Natural Cure because I figured it was pointless. I mean, like, what things in Ubers have Toxic? What things are gonna go for Thunder Wave on a Blisseey, predicting them to have Natural Cure? Nothing. So I was like, what if I put Serene Grace on it? It's gonna be doing a lot of damage to a lot of things because it could be freezing things and it could either paralyze things. Whatever move I might have that will have the extra effect, it'll do a lot of damage. So anyway, I go for a Self-Destruct as my Mewtwo comes in. I predicted his Blissey to come in and went for a Brick Break. It did a lot of damage, didn't kill. I went for a Self-Destruct thinking that he would switch out, but now when I think about it, that wasn't really logical at all, because why would he switch? I mean, he's not going to come back in later and do anything. I mean, you know, I don't think anything else in the team can paralyze my Pokemon, and he can't come back in and recover his HP anyway, so I don't know why I did that. So anyway, I go into Quetzal. I predict him to go for something like some special move, and to go into my Eon Owl, my Latios. Pretty awesome, forgot, you know, sprites. So anyway, Latias comes in here, goes for a Calm Mind. He goes for a Shadow Ball, which is extremely threatening. But now, here's the chance where I get to go for the best move ever. What is it? Oh my god, after the Shadow Ball, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Charm. Oh god, Charm. Charm is amazing to have on Latias. You don't even know, because Latias has a lot of special defensive bulk, and it has a lot of defensive bulk also, but it can't take a lot of defensive moves. So it's like, dude, what if I can utilize this and just put Charm on this, and it works because it makes a lot of things crippled and it forces a lot of switches. Unfortunately, I forgot to put, I think I forgot to put Slow Beam on it. When you think about it, Leftovers was also beneficial. It could have worked both ways. I mean, when you think of what kind of Latios this is, I mean, it is not a especially attacking one. It's not its main focus. Its main focus is to cripple things and then set up and then kill them later on. So anyway, his Kyogre comes in here. He waters it out for some reason. The only thing they really did for him was for me to gain back more Leftovers recovery and see what I was going to go for, I suppose. He goes into his Jirachi. It's pretty awesome for him because I can't do anything to it. And he goes for a Reflect on my switch into Rayquaza, and I can't kill it. I'm pretty cautious that this thing will go for a Thunder because, you know, most things like this would go for Thunder. I mean, why wouldn't he? So he does go for it on my Blisseey. Fortunately enough, he doesn't get the oh, he does. Oh, wow. So he does get the paralyzation. Sucks for me because I don't have Natural Cure, so I'm going to have to Aromatherapy it off in order for me to do whatever. But unfortunately, I do make a bad play right there and I switch out. I shouldn't have did that because once my Blisseey comes back in and he sees that I didn't get my paralyzation healed, he's gonna know that I have Serene Grace. Now that he knows that, I mean, if he had something that had Toxic, he could have went into it and then did that to my Blisseey after I went for Aromatherapy or whatever he wanted to do. So anyway, I get greedy here and set up some bulk ups on this Latios that was frozen, and I didn't go for an extreme speed. That was just stupid. I shouldn't have did that. I was trying to stall out the turns with Reflect, but only at one. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So anyway, going to Frigid Star, my Regice. I know that I can take anything that this thing throws at me because I am a largely special defensive investment Regice, because that's the best thing to have in Ubers for Regice. I mean, it is special defensive. So anyway, he goes for a Calm Mind. I predict that awesomely because I knew that he wasn't going to go for Ice Beam. I mean, why would he go for Ice Beam? That's the only move he seems to have. I mean, he could have Refresh at his last move because that's what a lot of Latios sets have, and it's pretty awesome because he seems to not have anything else to kill me with. So I do take a lot of damage with that Ice Beam with Stab, but it didn't kill because he has the Soul Dew. If he didn't have the Soul Dew, it would have killed, but he did, so it's whatever. Anyway, he goes out into his Twink, his Jirachi, takes some damage with the Ice Beam. It sucks-ish because, you know, I can't really do super much to it because it is seen to being a special defensive Jirachi, as most are in Ubers, because it's so smart to have a special defensive one. I mean, with the things like Jirachi being able to take ice moves and psychic moves, it can bring back a lot of damage with things like, I don't know, paralyzation, I suppose, and it can do things with substitute. It can just do things like set up Calm Mind, set up school screens or weather. It can do a lot of things. So anyway, he comes in here. I hope that he didn't get the paralyzation with the Thunder, and he doesn't. I get to set up a substitute. Now I'll be able to take like anything he throws at me, and it kind of sucks for him because he's gonna get some issues trying to take out my substitute. I do need a crit and paralyzation Thunder on his Jirachi. It kind of mattered and it kind of didn't, because I mean, he could have went for for another move, try to take out my substitute, but that may not have happened because I don't really think that my special defense is that low. So anyway, he goes into his Mewtwo, and it kind of sucks because now Mewtwo can come in here and break my substitutes immediately. I don't have enough special defense, I do believe, to take another one of his psychics. I'm not completely sure about this, so I do go for a substitute, predicting him to do that. Fortunately enough, I do believe I can take them, and I get to go for an Ice Beam this turn. Stab Ice Beam. I should have went for Thunder. That would have been more effective on it because, you know, I could have paralyzed it and it would have been more crippled and everything. But when you think about it, I mean, it doesn't really matter necessarily. But yeah, so anyway, Regice goes for a substitute again because, I mean, look, so I figured that he would just try to take out my substitute again so that he can bring in another Pokemon and then take me out because I won't have any sub to be protecting me, right? But he predicts that awesomely and goes for a Calm Mind. At this point, I just go for a Psych Up because I know that, you know, I can't make substitutes that he'll take anymore, you know, that he'll take damage and not die from. So I do take the Psych Up, and I do get the special defensive raise and attack raise from the Mewtwo, and it's kind of awesome for me because Regice can utilize that really effectively. I mean, out of all Pokemon, when you think about it, Regice is the one that really utilizes Calm Mind the best. I mean, it's so impossible to stop after a couple of Calm Minds, and if you have something that can baton pass Calm Mind, you should really do it into Regice because it's, I mean, it's awesome. So anyway, yeah, I do go for a Thunder. I do believe this turn because I wanted to paralyze this thing. Oh, I didn't. I went for an Ice Beam. I'm sorry. I did go for an Ice Beam. It does a lot of damage. I don't think it kills because this is Deoxys speed. If it was regular Deoxys, like how the sprite suggests it is, it would have killed it, but it's not because Pokemon Emerald is weird, and for some reason you can only have Deoxys speed in it. I have no idea why they did that stupid thing with the defense and attack, and it makes no sense. I don't know why. I mean, oh, well, I can't use Deoxys I want to because of my version. It's kind of like, it's kind of discriminating when you think about it, but it's whatever. So he goes down to his last Pokemon, his Latios, goes for an Ice Beam. I would have went for something like, I don't know, Recover or something. I don't know what it would have did right there, but there's nothing else he could have did. So he gets taken out due to my Ice Beam, and I do win that UBERS battle. So yeah, you know, I don't know what to feel right now. I'm really excited about everything. I mean, Colress, his theme is playing right now. Colress, you know who Colress is? He's this guy from Pokemon Black and White 2. And he is so cool. Oh my god, like, Colress is a G. I mean, honestly, when I first heard his theme, when I first saw him, I was like, this guy is gonna be my most favorite person on the universe because he has so much swagger, it's ridiculous. I mean, if you look up Colress, if you've actually played the game, you know what I'm talking about. Colress is just cool. So anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I mean, me being, you know, more important, I guess. I don't know. It feels weird being a partner. I thought it would be more, oh my god, ooh. But it is kind of just like regular. I hope to keep being the same person I am. I think I will, because it's like, why would I be a partner without you guys? I mean, it doesn't make sense as to why. See, because what a lot of people do, I don't understand, like, they become popular and then they just leave their subscribers and other people behind, and it just makes no sense because it's like, those are the people who got you to where you are. What are you doing? So I'm like, okay, so I hope to not do that. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to try my best not to do that. And if I do, then tell me and I will get myself in check and I will stop immediately. So be sure to answer that question. I really need to know how I can improve. So anyway, be sure to like if you like it, dislike if you dislike it, comment if you're cool, subscribe if you haven't, share if you have the balls, and favorite if you are Fortress. You know, you guys have been really supportive. I mean, just be sure to do these little rating things. I mean, they're really minuscule in terms of what you do. You just click a button or something, but really it does mean a lot for me and for Pokemon people in general. I mean, likes are really important and dislikes are super important also. So be sure to do that. It takes 2 seconds. If you don't have a YouTube account, well, you're missing out on a lot of fun. So anyway, yeah, once again, yeah, I hope you guys love this battle. Be sure to answer that question once more, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.